Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another scavenger hunt chooses what I read. I did one of these last year. Essentially the premise is you have a list of scavenger prompts that take you through all of your books on your bookshelf, and the final book that you end up with is the next book that you read. So for this time I actually created my own list of prompts, and I am doing this as a group scavenger hunt activity with my patrons. So we all have the same list of prompts and are doing scavenger hunts and reading our books together this weekend. I thought it would be fun to make it a group activity and do it with a bunch of people. So here is my list of prompts that I made, and we are just going to get started. If you're still confused, you'll see how it works as we're going through. So prompt number 1 is to pick a book you gave 5 stars. So let's do that. I'm just gonna pick A Curious Beginning by Deanna Raybourn, and then find another book you would recommend to people who liked that book. Another book that I would recommend for people who like the Veronica Speedwell series is The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter by Theodora Goss. I didn't mention this, but I think to make my scavenger hunt a little bit harder, I'm only going to pick books that I have read already and really liked until we get to the final one. A 5-star book, a book that I would recommend to people who like this book. These are both Victorian murder mysteries. The next prompt is to count the number of letters in the title, then pick a random spot on your bookshelf and count to that number. Oh God. I picked a book with like the longest title. Okay, so let's go through it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. I need to pick a random spot on my bookshelf and count to 37. We are just going to start at the top corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. All right, so 37 was A Dowry of Blood, specifically this bookish box edition of A Dowry of Blood. The next prompt is to look at the cover and find another book with one of those elements. Okay, let's look at this cover. We have some hands with puppet strings, a woman with her chest, lots of cleavage, a necklace, a journal. She's wearing a veil. On the back, she has a bloody dagger. Okay, there is a book that cover has always reminded me of, so let's go find it. Okay, we are over here to the book. I picked A Lesson in Thorns by Sierra Simone. Listen, I'm a simple lady, okay? I see boobs on the cover and I want it. So the next one is to reverse the page number of your book and find another book with a page count closest to that number. This book is 365 pages, so I need to find a book that is close to 563 pages. I'll start over here with books that seem like they're over 500. Okay, this one is 507. Let's go over to my fantasy shelf. Jade City is 500. Silver Under Nightfall, 506. Queens of Innis Lear. Ooh, oh my God, this might be it. This might be it. 571. I think this is the closest that we're gonna get, so we will go with the Queens of Innis Lear. The next one is to list some of the tropes of your book and find another book that shares one of those tropes. This book is a Shakespeare retelling. It's about a fight for the throne, politics, family drama. I think maybe I'll go with retelling. Another like fantasy retelling of a classic, maybe? Hearthstone. This is a fantasy retelling of Pride and Prejudice. Find a book that has the same color combination. I feel like that should be easy. So we have kind of gold and red. That is a possibility. Uprooted? No, this one's way too yellow. House of Hunger? No, it's not the right color. Borderline? No, this one's more orange. It needs to be like more gold. I feel like this one also is just, it's like not quite there. I feel like I can find a better match. Ooh! Oh my God. This looks really close. Like, oh, let me zoom out. Let me zoom back out. This looks really close. They both have the red writing, the red text, and that shade of like yellow gold is super similar, I feel like this is the best match we're gonna get. Read the first sentence, pick any word in that sentence, and find a book with that word in the title or pictured on the cover. All right, so the first sentence of Trail of Lightning is, oh, it's a short sentence. Uh-oh. The monster has been here. The monster has been here. Okay, well, I obviously have to pick monster because the, has, been, and here are too simple. So, monster, monster. Oh my God, what books do I have that have monster in the title? Oh no, is this gonna be my first dead end? I might have to backtrack. Okay, let's see, monster. Monster, monster, monster. Ooh, oh my God, this might have to be it. I have monstrous. European travel for the monstrous gentlewomen. We might just have to make that work because I can't find anything else with the word monster. All right, we're just gonna go with this. It's close enough. Turn to the acknowledgements, and the first name you see, find a book written by an author with the same name. So, okay. The acknowledgements. I have been looking at the Discord a little bit and seeing that this is the prompt that most people have a struggle with. Here's the acknowledgements. I'm gonna open it, I'm gonna look. Whatever I see, we will make that work. Okay, Catherine. Catherine with a K. Catherine with a K. Wow, I can only think of one Catherine with a K. And that is Catherine Arden, Bear and the Nightingale. I guess I could choose any one of her books, but we'll just go with this one. Look at the cover and find a book that has a similar looking cover. All right, we have a house in the snow, a mountain, forest behind it, a girl standing in front of the house. Okay. First, I want to think of books with like snow, winter on the cover, and see if we can go in like that direction. So maybe like For the Wolf. It's not like a perfect match, but it has like the snow, the trees, a girl. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let me keep looking. This is a winter book. Oh my God, I completely forgot. Oh my God, look at this. Snow, house, mountain. There's no girl, but like, tell me that's not just the same cover. Oh my God, that's perfect. Next prompt is, oh my God, this is the last one. Okay, so this is the one where I'm picking the book that I will be reading. So this prompt is to add your birth month and birthday together, turn to that page number in your book and pick any word on that page and find a book with that word in the title. So my birth month is January, my birthday is 11. I'm gonna turn to page 12. Oh my God, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Okay, here we go. I can pick any word on this page. It does not have to be the first word that I see. Oh my God, I'm nervous. Okay, let's do it. Oh my God, okay, the first word I see is fox. I know for a fact I have no books with fox in the title, so that's a no. Books, books, book, books. I'm just gonna name a couple words I think I can find and we'll look for things. Mother, ooh, mother. Books, mother, night. Books, mother, night. Okay, let's see what we can find with either books, mother, or night in the title. Oh my God, weirdly enough, the last book that I just finished was Book of Night. That would have been perfect, but I literally finished that. Books, oh. Mother, we have a mother, we have a mother. All right, let me look for more. Something with books. I have read so many books with book in the title, but I don't know if I have any left on my TBR. Oh, The Book of Living Secrets. That is another option. Last Night at the Telegraph Club. That is an option. I don't know if I would count this. I have Yumi and then Nightmare Painter, but the word is nightmare. So I feel like no, that doesn't count. I could always pick Night Film. This is my book club book for this month. However, I don't actually think I can read this book this weekend. It is super long, but this would have worked. Ooh, here's another night. Night Shine by Tessa Gratton. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read the first couple of pages of all of these books and decide which one I want to go with. Okay, so after reading a little bit of each of those books, I have made my decision and I've decided to go with Night Shine by Tessa Gratton, which I'm so excited because I've had this book for so long and I've always wanted to read it because I love Tessa Gratton. These are two of my favorite books, Strange Grace and The Queens of Venice Lear. Her writing is beautiful. And this book has been compared to like Howl's Moving Castle, but it's queer. I will say I do not like this cover at all. I think that might be one of the reasons why I put off reading it for so long. However, they recently like revamped the cover and put out a new cover that looks like this. And I like this so much more. In the vast palace of the Empress lives an orphan girl called Nothing. She slips within the shadows of the court, unseen except by her true friend, Prince Kieran, heir to the throne. When Kieran is kidnapped, only Nothing and the prince's bodyguards suspect that Kieran may have been taken by the sorceress who eats girls, a powerful woman who has plagued the land for decades. The sorceress has never bothered with boys before, but Nothing has uncovered many secrets in her years in the palace, including a few about the prince. It sounds so good, and I feel like this is like the perfect book to read this weekend. I think it's gonna rain and there's gonna be a storm and I'm just gonna stay inside and have the best vibes. This could not have turned out any better. So I read the beginning of this book, and so far what's happened is we've met our main character, Nothing, who is the best friend of the prince in this world. And the very first chapter, she realizes that the prince, who had just returned from like a summer trip, is not the real prince. He's an imposter, and she's the only one who notices. So she like marches up to him in a room full of people and stabs him in the neck and kills him. And everyone is like, girl, what the fuck? But then they all realize the now dead prince is not bleeding and has no blood, that he's a fake. And then we meet the prince's bodyguard, who he is in a relationship with, and he also was like, how did you know? Even I couldn't tell, and he's my boyfriend. Everyone is trying to figure out where the real prince is, and the bodyguard says he must have been taken by the evil sorceress who kidnaps girls and eats their hearts. And Nothing is like, how could that be? She doesn't bother with boys, she only takes girls. And then the bodyguard says that while they were traveling over the summer together, just the two of them, the prince wanted to pose as his wife and wear dresses and bows in his hair and be a girl. And then that must have been when he caught the attention of the sorceress. I'm assuming that the prince is gonna end up being like gender fluid or something like that. All of Tessa Gratton's books are very queer. Tessa Gratton is a non-binary author, and all of their books that I've read have a non-binary character or a trans character or just somebody who's more fluid in the gender spectrum. And the dedication of this book actually says, for the gender fluid teens, envies, and transgender kids who, like me, want to be the dark, wicked love interest more than we want to kiss them. So yeah, that's where we are right now. Nothing and the bodyguard Sky are going on this adventure. Actually, it's really interesting. The bodyguard's full name is actually The Day the Sky Opened. That's his full name, but then he just goes by Sky. And then we have Nothing, whose name is Nothing. I feel like in this world, maybe names mean more than just somebody's name. It holds more power, I'm assuming, because the names are very interesting. So I'm excited, I'm gonna keep reading. There is a storm today, it is pouring rain, so the vibes are just like perfect for all day reading. I've got Loki down here with me snuggling. All right, I'm making my second iced coffee of the day. So I just have a little bit of brown sugar in here, and I put in the espresso, swirl that around so the brown sugar melts. And then I've also been using this pistachio syrup, which I love. But I just use a little bit because it is pretty strong. A little splash. And then I love this glass. It is so cute. So good. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a little break from reading, and I really have been in the mood to watch You've Got Mail. Ever since I mentioned it in my fall recommendation video, I've just really been wanting to watch it. So, You've Got Mail. I don't actually know if it's streaming anywhere. I would assume that it is. Ooh, okay. It's on HBO Max. Oh my god. I made the profiles for me and my parents, and on every single streaming service, I make my dad's picture like something super ridiculous. So on here, he's a koala. And of course, I'm Jennifer Coolidge. Oh, I must have already watched it on here recently. Loki. Look, it's just the TV. He does not like those noises, whatever that is. Dude, it's just the TV. It's fine.
Marks on this one. I think he looks like a Clark bar.
What did I even tell you?
152 stitches from his nose job. The number of his souvenirs.
No, you never do anything that way.
Okay, so I got 2 packages here, and I think that they are both the same book. This is gonna be the Mindfuck series, the Mystic Box edition that they did. But then I also purchased the regular edition of the Mindfuck series from one of my patrons. I think that's what this is. Okay, yeah. Because I had bought the Mystic Box version months ago, like whenever they had the sale for it. But I really wanted an edition that I could like annotate, and I didn't want to do that with the very expensive one. So, ooh, okay. So we have the regular bind up of the Mindfuck series. This one I'm gonna annotate and tab and do all of that with, which I'm so excited. So nice. This is from, I bought this from my patron, Shaylin, and she said, have fun rereading and annotating, and sent me all of these little stickers. So cute. And then a really nice bookmark. I literally just reread this book, but I think I will probably read it again sometime this year, and I'm excited to annotate. I've never annotated a book before, but I was like, if I'm gonna do one, it has to be this. And we have the Mystic Box version, which I've already seen pictures of it, and it is stunning. It's so pretty. So here we have the dust jacket, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't love the dust jacket. I probably won't keep the dust jacket on it. That is what it looks like. I do like the spine. The sprayed edges are stunning. Like, oh, look at all of that. But this is where it is beautiful. The naked hardcover, look at this. How dare they make this so beautiful? Did y'all see that? My door just closed. Oh my God, and then the back. The back says, to defeat a monster, you have to be twice as monstrous. To love a monster, you have to share your soul. It is just so, oh my God, this is how I'm gonna display it on my shelf. Like, this is so pretty. And then the inside, obviously a printed signature because St. Abbey is no longer with us. Here's like the chapter pages. So I will 100% be displaying this somewhere on my bookshelves. It is just so beautiful. All right, I am on the floor right now because I'm packing. I'm about to go out of town for like a week, but I just finished Night Shine and I loved this. Oh my God, Tessa Gratton, something about her writing just scratches an itch in my brain, and it is so perfect. Like, there's so much that I want to say about this book that I can't, because the directions that it goes in is not what I expected at all, and I don't want to like ruin certain elements of the book, but I loved the idea that you just have all of these characters who are very flawed and do bad things and make mistakes. I feel like 3 of the main characters at least are like different versions of villain archetypes, and then you have one main character who's just perfect cinnamon roll, has never done anything wrong in his life. He's just surrounded by people who keep doing bad things. The sapphic romance in this book had no right to go that hard. It is literally enemies to lovers to enemies to more enemies to lovers again. The sapphic romance was perfect. Probably one of my favorite sapphic romances in any book. I mentioned like at the beginning of the book that I feel like the way that names held power in this book was really interesting, and that was such a huge part of the story. Your name being your soul and like your entire identity, and how people knowing your name or having your name can use that to control you. I definitely can see like the Howl's Moving Castle comparison, although it's much darker than Howl's Moving Castle, obviously. But I feel like the main character and Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle have similarities and similar like story arcs. This book has magic, demons, dragons. It's very demon heavy. Literally my favorite character of the book ended up being the sorceress who eats girls. The way that I would marry her in a heartbeat. She is the new love of my life. Like when I tell you, if you want sapphic romances that has yearning, that has the vibe of like, I would tear myself apart to be with you. I would burn the entire world down to find you. I would rip out my own heart and give it to you. That is the vibe of the sapphic romance in here. Please read this book. Or just please read Tessa Gratton. I feel like Tessa Gratton is such an underrated author, and I love their writing so much. And I just need more people to read these books because they're so good. I loved it. It was great. Tessa Gratton wins again. This ended up being such a successful scavenger hunt. I'm so glad that I got this book, and I'm definitely going to order myself a new copy with the new cover because I'm gonna be honest, I think I don't even know where the dust jacket is anymore. I put it down somewhere and I don't know where it is. Do I want to find it? No, because that dust jacket is atrocious. It's a crime against humanity. So that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and if you liked this video, please like and subscribe and check out my Patreon where I post tons of exclusive content. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!